What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in foggy South Georgia. Foggy, man. Not a work day. It's a church day. Every day's a church day, but every day's a ministry day. I should put it that way. I got a meeting to go to, and I got 2 calls about 2 properties. Never ends, man. These are one-time deals. The only thing that, well, one of them's a landscaping job, and you know, it's just a trim hedges, new straw, get the beds in order, cleaned out, all that kind of good stuff. So those are, I take those along and along, and do them as I have time. And I told the lady, said, look, I can come look at it this week, but I'm several weeks out, you know, if you want it. So, yep. So that's, more work. The other one is 5 acres. 5 acres. Y'all know I like them big properties. And this guy just moved here. It's a cleanup. I don't know how bad it is. I don't think the grass gets really bad. He lives in kind of a sandy area. I know the area because we cut out there. But it looks like he's got a ton of trees in his yard. Probably a lot of sticks. I don't know if they don't have a ton of, well, some of them have pine trees. We'll see when we get there. I don't know. But, you know, we'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see. He may say that, hey, you know, he told me, he said, I just need it done one time and I can probably keep it up from there. But, you know, sometimes I've went and done that before and then got the property. So now I'm not expecting that, especially not on a 5 acre. When you start talking, you know, probably $250 a cut, that's a lot of money, especially twice a month, you know, or whatever, every 2 weeks. $500 a month for lawn just to get your grass cut, man. It's a lot of money. And but you know, depending on the situation, what, you know, it could be less than that, not much. Could be more than that, definitely. So anyway, I got a meeting to go to first, and I got about a 25-mile drive to get there, so I figured I'd go ahead and get on here and do the introduction. On the way back, I'm gonna swing by and look at the 5 acre. Then I think I'm gonna run down and look at the landscape job, and then back to the office and back to work. So no actual work today. Elro and I'll be going out in the morning. This should be, I think this is the last, yeah. Well, I got another issue, not really an issue, but challenge. 002 and no, 003 and Z-Man will be out of school next week, next Thursday. But Elro's wife is having to have a little bit of surgery, and so Elro's going to need to be with her quite a bit. You know, can't be leaving the house for 10 hours like we've been doing for sure, and for probably the first week or so, you know, he's gonna really need to be there. So see, he may not even be able to work next week. So so I'm really not gaining anything next. I'm actually losing next week as far as health goes overall. But once the boys are out, now I won't let them drive 003, you know, he's got his license and all, but drive it. They can drive them, but I can't let them drive it. You know, this equipment around. But worst case scenario, man, you know, I'll drive the truck and take whoever wants to work, because I got another young man in the church that wants to work too. I load them up in the F-150, take my laptop with me, and I just pull up property to property, let them get out, knock them out. I can still be working on what I need to do. They can take care of it. I mean, we'll figure something out. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. So, anyway, before I make this thing too long, let me get off of here. I'll check back with y'all when we headed to the 5-acre property. All right, done with my meeting. Getting close to getting over here to this first property to look at. While I've been in the meeting, Elro took the Super Z, dropped it off at the dealer. I just don't have time to mess with it, man. It's bogging, surging. That motor's only got about 200 hours on it, and it's been doing it for a while. I think it's probably moisture. That thing had been sitting a long time, and shame on me, I never cleaned out the fuel tank. So, but you know, I would think the fuel filter, if there's any trash, would have caught it and it would have just clogged it up. And maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Probably a simple fix. If I was like my buddy Josh at Josh's Lawn and Landscape, check him out. I'd work on it myself, but man, it's all we can do to keep grass cut. I don't have time to mess with that. Also got to take the Super S up there and drop it off. It needs the hydro service, but I can only drop off one at a time because I can't get into a situation where I'm, you know, I got to have at least two mowers all the time. Look at there at the old Nissan, man, 54,992, racking up the miles. All right, I'm looking for 1,700. Man. Oh, this must be it up here. Dude. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Pine cones, man. Ain't bad cutting though. But a lot of pine cones to get up. Yep. And there wouldn't be a bad yard to cut other than the pine cones. So, I don't know what all's out back. Dude's got a Raptor, man. Ford Raptor sitting under there. Alright, I don't want to record. Like I said, I don't want to record too much. But, anyway. You know, it don't look bad. It's not bad. I mean, bad to him, I guess, but it don't look bad to me. Not when you're thinking cleanup, you know. This is like that's a normal cut almost at some places for us here. So anyway, let me get out and see the customers here. All right, super nice guy. Looked at it, and like I said, I don't know if I said this when I pulled in, but man, it's not that bad. There's probably an extra hour onto a normal cut picking up pine cones, if even that, because you're gonna always have pine cones. That's just part of doing a property like that. When you got all those pine trees, I mean, you have to have, y'all know I've said this before, you have to have pine cones figured into your price. You just have to do it. Around here where I live, that's like the college the other day, didn't hardly have any pine cones. We got a rainstorm about an hour after that. If you remember, Elro and I got caught in it. Rode back by there the next day, there's pine cones everywhere. Why? Because it was raining and the wind was blowing. And now it just dropped pine cones all over the place. So now when I go out there this week, you know, I'm gonna have 40 minutes of pine cone pickup. You know, you just have to consider those things. So I gave him a price and told him what I always tell people, and I think this is worth sharing with you. I said, look, man, there's got to be 50 guys in Wayne County that cut grass. You'll find some cheaper if you want to shop around and find you a price. Some companies that are not as established. He said, nah, I want somebody who's going to be dependable and do what they say they're going to do. Let's just do it. So there you go. You know, I'm charging him to cut it. and basically charging him $150 for getting up the sticks and pine cones and stuff, on top of what I charge for a regular cut. Like I said, that property is no worse than any bi-weekly really that we normally do. It's not in terrible shape. And I told him that. I was honest with him. I said, look, man, normally I'd take your cut price and at least double it. But your property is really not in that bad a shape. And so I'm not going to do that to you. Now, let me tell you the other thing. You remember I told you this is a one-time cut, right? He's got a 0 turn. He's got all that. But here's the deal. His wife is where they moved from. I don't want to give too much information about him, but his wife is still where they moved from. She's recovering from a surgery. He's here because his dad has cancer, and so they're kind of floating between two locations, and I'm talking about this is a long ways away. He works from home, so he's mobile. So he said, look, man, I want to, can I keep you on the Rolodex, he called it. That's kind of old school. So that, he said, there's going to be times, man, when I'm traveling and I need the property kept up, or I'm just so busy with my dad and dealing with his sickness that I'm not going to be able to do it. And I'd really like to know that you can help me. And he said, and there's 002 just passed by. I got his cleaning green hat on. He said, and I realize that you'll have to work me into the schedule, and that I can't call you, and you know, you're gonna be able to do it that day or anything. And I said, yes, sir. I said, we would you know, certainly be open to doing that, as long as it does not, you know, prevent us from doing any of our regular scheduled customers. And so there's the college. So super nice guy. Anyway, I got to go look at this landscape job now. So, yeah. More work. So we got that job secured, and potentially some more income from it. How we gonna cut it? I don't know. Anybody on the channel live close by looking for a job? You want to have fun with me and Z-Man and 002, 003 and Elro Mo, and you can work through the week? Holler at me. I'll show y'all this real quick. I don't know if I'm gonna really be able to get a good shot of it. That's my man Sergio Talaqua. Jam up dude, lawn care guy around here. That's probably his brother and an employee. Sergio works for a carpet company full-time. I met him he did all the carpet at our church. And super nice guy. And my wife's worked with his wife. Just great people, man. And Sergio, I think I mentioned this in some other videos about his pine straw. I've never seen anybody's pine straw look as good as Sergio's installed. I don't know what they do, man. It's like they put it on the ground and blow air under it. I'm talking about under the whole bed. It's like it lifts up to 2.5 feet or something. Sergio and them, he's the boss. He's the straw boss for real. So anyway, I know he don't watch YouTube or anything, but just thought I'd share that. Called a lady about the landscape and I couldn't get a hold of her. So then I sent her a message because she did tell me when she messaged me last night that she was working night shift. She would be off for the next 2 days. So she's probably sleeping. So I just called and left her a message. If she gets back with us in time, I'll go over there and take a look at it today. If not, I'll probably have to swing by there tomorrow and see her. So anyway, I'll update y'all on that one way or another. Check back with you. All right, so we're nearing the end of the day where I can go look at a property at least. Be church here in a couple hours, so not going to get back out the office today. So hadn't heard back from the lady, so I'm sure she'll probably, you know, send me a message tonight or something on the landscape. No big deal. I mean, to me, honestly, either way, she might have found somebody who could do it sooner, even though she said a few weeks would be fine. I am not, you know, I don't need any work, so I'm not jumping through hoops. But, you know, if she wants it done, we'll go take a look at it. So anyway, I figured I need to go ahead and close out the video. Appreciate you watching today. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of truck talk, riding around, and this, that, and other. Hey, my prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Have a great day.